Cody and TJ keep dropping out for some reason. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Jay. All right, there's Cody and TJ.
What's up?
All right, we'll give folks here a minute to pop in. Let me go to YouTube on my phone. Yeah, I don't know why you guys keep popping out and popping back in. That's weird. Thanks, Timothy. I appreciate it. We're trying to get TJ and Cody back in. I'm not sure why it keeps pushing them out. Let's see. All right, Hard Rack. Oh, man. Yeah, I know. I can't win either. TJ and Cody keep popping in and out. But so the intent was to get, let me get these out of my ears. So the intent was to get TJ, Cody, and Jay all on the channel and talk about, the entirety of Rocky Mountain Race Week. But we're having some serious technical difficulties here. And I'm not sure what's actually going on. There's a huge delay, and I don't know what that's about either. From me talking and it coming up on YouTube. Jay, I'm just gonna close you out, brother. I don't know what's going on here. I'm gonna hang up with you, Jay, if you can hear me. Jay, you'll just have to chat it up. I don't know if TJ and them can get back in. I'm scared to do this. All right, not sure what's happening. Mike, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Golly, always giving me that extra support. I appreciate it. Yes, sir. We're back, Eric. We are back. And here comes Cody. I don't know if it's OBS Studio or if it's Video Ninja that I'm using to pull those guys in. I'm not sure which one it is. But yeah, it's acting really, really funky for some reason. It looked like they were coming back in, but then they popped back out. Yeah, Jay, I don't know what's going on, man. It's just sitting here spinning. I'm guessing that's you because usually when, yeah, I don't know why it's acting so crazy. I really don't. Usually Video Ninja is pretty simple. You just click on the link. You guys show up here. I copy it to the clipboard and I add you to my OBS studio. And it's just, that's simple. So let me flip. I'm just going to go ahead and flip my stream and stuff. All right. They're saying they're trying again now. So if we get them in, I'll switch back. But all right, we did a little swappy on the background. We got all of the folks over here that are supporting the channel, or not supporting the channel, but supporting Shake and Bake in some shape or form. Mac is here. All right, here. There they are. They pop back in. Let me see if I can get them in real quick. Hopefully there we go. Now there's probably going to be a delay between you guys talking, me talking, and you guys hearing it on YouTube, but
Ain't no problem.
All right. So we got TJ and Cody. If y'all watched the last video before, we went over our story. So just real quick, either TJ or Cody, go through how we met, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, for sure. We were on our way to Tulsa, Oklahoma for day one of Rocky Mountain Race Week 2024. We came up through Alabama, cut through the corner of Tennessee, right through Memphis, and we hit Arkansas wide open. And we were cruising down the road pretty good, man. I mean, we were making good time, and then out of nowhere, this black Dodge Ram in the left lane booking. I mean, they had a mission on their mind, right?
Yeah, we were cooking.
Oh, dude,
we weren't playing
wide
around.
Open. So we look and we were like, oh, look, a Challenger on the back. Okay, oh, it's got an intake sticking up out of the hood. That's pretty sick. And then it comes by and we see a set of street tires in the bed, a bunch of fuel canisters in the back. But the thing that caught Cody's eye was it had a trailer hitch on the back of a Challenger, and he was like, that can only mean one thing.
That definitely
they're going to the same place we're going. He was like, there's only one reason why a Challenger would be pulling a trailer behind it. So we were like, they're going to the same place we're going. So kind of on and off, we followed each other for like, I don't know, I think it was 5 hours total. We were on the interstate just cooking.
Yeah,
just cooking. This was Saturday. So we get to the hotel, check in, stay the night. Sunday we arrive at the track, Tulsa.
Keep talking.
Tulsa
I'm going to
Raceway
skip
Park.
out for a sec.
Yeah, go ahead. So we get to the track on Sunday, day one of Rocky Mountain Race Week, and we're like, I wonder if they're going to show up. I wonder if they really were coming here. We wait around, we cruise around on scooters for a little while. We're having fun. Sure enough, Cody's like, hey,
that's our boys.
Hey, there's them boys we saw. There's them fellas. We see them cruising in. Cody's like, we'll give them a sec to start unloading. We'll go over there and say, hey, y'all remember cruising with us? So we take off over there on the scooters and we see them out. We're like, all right, pretty cool guys. They're just out there having fun, laughing. We cut in for a second. We're like, what's up, guys? You guys remember a black Jeep on the interstate? Cruising right with you. And they were like, oh, yeah. I was like, that's us, man. Mopar Brothers, instantly. Here we go. We are in this.
Yeah.
So we got to talking back and forth, and we were like, guys, we're over here. In 2022, we did Road Week, and then 23 we did race week. That was our first race week, was last year, and then we came back this year, and we saw them, and we're like, oh, we got a crew now.
Yeah,
we're in this thing. We got some family here, and it was instantly family. And I mean, from then on, the whole week was just like, all right, we're all in this together. We're going for it.
I was like, who is these stalkers? Chasing us down for 5 hours.
Dude, I see a Dodge on the road, and I'm like, oh, we got to go chase that guy. Yep. Everybody's there. Everybody at Rocky Mountain Race Week, 80% of the people there is like Turbo LS. Everybody's Turbo LS. If I see a Dodge, I'm like, oh, there we go.
Time to follow those guys.
Yeah, we're gonna follow them around.
I got you.
And yeah, it's fun ever since, man.
Yeah, so we hung out together. I mean, had a great time. I know we missed a few runs together, but man, it was just great meeting you guys. It was just kind of crazy how you just came over and said we stalked you guys.
Yeah.
But it was really cool. Y'all came over, talked to us, and it was like you said, we skipped the friendship part and went straight to instant family. It was pretty cool. Oh, yeah. And then we got sharing tents and putting tents together, and it was just a good time for all of us. And I just wanted to get you guys on, share the experience. We got 14 right now. Usually we get anywhere like 14 to 20 people or so, just to get Rocky Mountain Race. Not that it's not already out there, but get Rocky Mountain Race Week out there, and just give people a feeling of what it's like to be part of something that everyone that's there is part of it, and they're there to help. There's no one, that's at least I didn't run into anybody that was, a schmuckatelli or anything like that. Everyone was cool. Everybody was willing to help, and just, driving to the different checkpoints and stuff, just seeing, you never seen just one car pulled over. It was always a handful of cars, no matter, no matter who it was. It didn't matter if it was a Dodge, a Chevy, an import, whatever.
Yeah.
When you saw a car, there was a line of cars there. So it was pretty cool.
Yep.
And, a lot of them,
everybody out there.
Yeah. You seen them jacked up on jack stands. Everybody gathered around helping, and it just was an overall awesome experience. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely planning on going on next year.
Oh, we'll be there.
I mean, the deal. Something may always happen. Excuse me, but that's the plan, is to hit next year as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Mac wants to go to sick week next week or next year. Oof. Yeah, I don't know if all of us can get in there, because that's another biggie, and that's where a lot of the big people go.
Yeah. Yep.
I think that's why Rocky Mountain Race Week is the way it is, because there's really not a lot of big guys out there. I mean, there was the one javelin that can run 6s. There was some 7s and some 8s out there, but for the most part, it's sad to say 9s is like normal. But
some of those slower guys running
9s and above, it's just more of your grassroots drag racer that's
they're actual car people, like
car people. And don't care what you drive or what you look like.
No.
They're just willing to extend their hospitality no matter what.
Yep. Now, did you have you talked to anybody about next year? Because next year is going to be different.
No, I haven't. What have you heard about next year?
So Matt Frost, the guy that puts on the event, he posted a lot about next year's event. So the Rocky Mountain Race Week group is run by Matt Frost, June, Adam, Chad. You got a couple guys like that run it, and they do 2 races a year. So you've got Rocky Mountain Race Week, which is their first event in June. And then you've got, I think it's Race Week. Yeah. They just call it Race Week. And it's usually in September. So they run 2 events, both of them a week long. Next year, if you guys come back, this is going to be huge next year. It is their 10th year anniversary. So this is the 10th Rocky Mountain Race Week. They're combining both 1.0 and 2.0 into one event. Yep. It's going to be, instead of like 300 cars, it's going to be like 600 plus.
Oh my gosh.
And they're going to be running the same week. So I forget the times that they said they're running.
It's like group 1 is running from like 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
and driving in the
then
afternoon.
Driving in the afternoon, and then this Group 2 or Group B is running from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m.
and driving in the morning.
So everybody's doing the same route.
2 race weeks at the same time. And on the final day for the shootout, everybody comes together and it's like a 600 car brawl.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's going to be crazy.
It's going to be nuts, man.
That is going to be.
It's going to be one for the books.
I don't know if that's going to add to it or possibly take away from it.
Probably a little both.
Yeah.
It's going to add to some aspect, but yeah.
It was, for me, and I know Jay too, it was tough for us. And we talked about this while we were out there, man. It's tough to run, you're running from 3 to, by the time you get to the hotel, settle down, and then start trying to make a video, it's 11, 12, 1, 2 in the morning, and then you're up for an hour or two trying to do a video. So now you're talking 2, 3, 4 in the morning. You're getting up at 7, 6, 7 to, get up, drive, race the next day, and do it all over again.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be hard, but I didn't think it was going to be quite that hard. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work. And Jay will tell you, he put in a lot of work. I just set up the tents, the chairs, and he did the jacking and the tires and all that. Y'all seen it in most of the videos. Oh, yeah. He did a lot of the work, a lot of the hard labor that unfortunately just with my condition, I can't do a lot of that hard. I can do some for a little while, but if it wasn't for Jay, I said it 1,000 times in my videos. If it wasn't for Jay, I wouldn't have made it. I really wouldn't. I don't think I could have done that for what, 4 days in a row, back to back to back to back to back.
Yep. Yeah, when you're doing like a YouTube channel or anything like that, it adds another level because you have to take everything and put it all. Not
all of us are Cletus and have their own editing crew. Probably start editing as soon as he pops a SIM card out or a SD card out and gives it to his editor. They're out there editing.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. I think the earliest I went to bed was like 3 a.m. That was the earliest, and then it was all week.
Even when we tried to get away at Mocan, we tried to get out early. It still wasn't. It still wasn't.
Oh yeah,
early.
It's rough, man. It's rough.
Because the hotel wound up being probably about 30 minutes away, 35 minutes away, and then Waze and my E85 app took us way the hell out there, and then the station wasn't even there, so it was like. All right, let's just go back to the hotel. And it's like 11 o'clock now. So like we probably should have just done another run and went straight to the hotel. And it was kind of, that last Mocan day was kind of crazy, but
it's nuts, man.
Anyway. Yeah. Jay's looking forward to going next year as well. But now, now that you say it's going to be 600 and it's going to be split up, I don't,
it's either going to be the best thing ever or the worst thing ever. And either way, it's going to be awesome.
Don't get me wrong. It's probably going to be awesome. But
I
just the splitting things. I don't know. I may have to think about that.
I'll tell you what, we'll be there.
We'll be there.
We'll be there, buddy. Yeah. If you want to come on, you can share the tent again.
I'm probably gonna go, but I just I
remember you can road week too. You don't have to race. Road weekers.
Oh no! If I'm going,
they still get the routes.
If I'm going, I'm racing. There's
no doubt about it. As soon as I said it, I was like, nah.
There's no doubt. Unless something, knock on wood, unless something happens with the car and I can't race, I'm racing.
Oh yeah.
But I wouldn't mind, if the car does break down or something like that, I wouldn't mind going out, just doing, the road week and hanging out with everybody again. I think that'd be great.
Yep. That's what.
And then I can get a lot better videos and I'm not worried about just driving and racing. Yeah. Thanks to Jay. He caught all the extraneous stuff where, I was so focused on, the racing part, he got, the driving and the drive and some of the scenery and some of the other people out there that he met and cars that he's seen and stuff like that. So,
Oh yeah,
it
his
wound up
videos
really
are
being really
in
nice.
depth. Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I usually keep this an hour, and we're only 20 minutes in, and I'm just about out of things to talk about. But
Oh yeah.
So go over your channel a little bit for the 11 people that are in here now. The 11 people.
I got it. I love talking about stuff, man. I could talk for 3 hours.
Yeah.
If you want me to. So yeah, we started a YouTube channel 4 years ago, 2020, early 2020. We were like, hey, we like making videos. We like doing some dumb stuff. I'm trying to not swear right now. We like doing dumb stuff.
You can, man. It's not a big deal.
Okay, cool. If I slip up, all right, cool. But we like recording stuff. We have recorded some antics on dirt bikes and sledding behind a truck in the snow.
Yeah.
Like we've done that our whole lives, and we were kind of like, let's just start posting it. And it's not really like we want the views, we want the subscribers. It's like I want a place where I can put all the videos so I can go back and just watch everything. And YouTube made sense, so we started. I was like, what's a name that kind of describes like automotive kind of working on stuff? So that's where the nuts came from, because we're nuts too.
Yeah.
Nuts kind of relate to cars and us. And then the rusty part is like, none of it's perfect. It's just rough around the edges. So Rusty Nuts, that's us. It's the channel. It's our cars. It's everything. So Rusty Nuts was born. And so we were like, okay, let's start recording some stuff. And I think some of our first videos were just a couple local car shows. And
cars and coffee and stuff like that.
Some local car stuff. And then I was like, I've got this car that I'm building. I'm going to go a little bit on my car, because I could talk about my car for hours, but I'll talk a little bit about that. So my car, I've got a Dodge Caliber SRT4, and I was tinkering on this thing for a long time. And I was like, we could start doing videos on the Caliber, because you don't see too many Caliber SRT4s. It's a lot of the neon stuff, which is fine. Caliber is different motor, different trans. It just shares the badge. That's kind of it. So not a lot of people know a lot about them. So I started posting Caliber stuff. We did a aftermarket sleeve block. We did forged internals. We put a big old turbo kit on it, fuel system. I dropped the brake size down so I could put slicks on the front, because it was a front wheel drive at the time. And I was like, man, this thing is so silly. I love this car. We ended up running, I think in kind of stock trim, it ran an 11.8, something like that. And I was like, that's cool. Let's go faster. We gutted the snot out of this car. I mean, it was a rough car, and I was like, I don't care anything about the interior. Let's gut it. I think we took 900 pounds out of that car.
Yeah, after it was all said and done, with the cage in it, it was 2420.
Yeah.
Something like that, 2,400 pounds.
After the roll cage, it was under 2,500 pounds. Then we turned the boost up a little bit more. So I don't know if you can see the shirt. This is Real Tune Performance. This is the engine builder for the engine that was in that Caliber. He gave me a lot of the stuff. I actually kind of work for these guys now, so they're helping a huge amount on the Caliber. And so we got this car together, turned up the boost. I had a great tuner that's Edgar at DSM Lights. He's my tuner, and he's amazing. He'll remote in from Florida. He'll start updating stuff. We then took it all the way down to 10.8 at 132, which front wheel drive, it's rough. It's hard to do. But I mean, once that thing hit third, it's gone.
That's fast.
And
people don't realize how fast a 10-second car is.
They really don't.
Right.
They really don't. And like, I watch people run nines, and I'm like, that's slow. But then a 10-second car is like haul.
Yeah.
Well, when I ran that 10.8 pass, that is actually the third fastest Dodge Caliber in the world. And I was kind of impressed with that. And I was like, wait a minute, we're pretty close to being the fastest Caliber in the world. Why not just keep going? So here's what we've got going on, Don. This is, if you go to Rusty Nuts Media, this is what you're about to see a lot of. Is this Caliber now has a different engine setup. It's a Evo X 4B11 engine, transmission, transfer case. I think I see it. But it's also got Evo rear diff in the back, So it is now all-wheel drive. We're going bigger turbo. We're going full nuts. It's a little more gutted. It's a little more stripped down. It's going to be something to watch. It's probably going to break a whole bunch.
There's more parts to break.
But I'm ready, man. And this thing is going to be so much fun. That's actually what we plan on taking next year. If possible, if we can get it going in time, we've got 1 year. That's what we want to bring to Rocky Mountain Race Week next week.
Be running the stick shift class.
Yeah, stick shift class.
That'd be sweet. Oh, you'd be racing with Jay in that stick shift.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Old 3 pedals, you know, Jay? 3 pedal Jay.
3 pedal Jay. You know it. He's all about his 3 pedals. But that's awesome. And I've seen a few comments up there. You know, you don't see people building calipers anywhere. You know, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But I didn't realize you guys had the fastest one.
The 3rd fastest in the world right now.
Oh, the 3rd fastest.
And I wouldn't call building a caliber cool. I would just say different. It's different.
Yeah, it's different. It's different. I got you.
It's definitely different.
Let's see. I've been trying to watch the chat and listen to you guys too.
Yeah, sure.
Most of it's all about shake and bake and where we're going and what we're doing and what the future is.
Shake and bake.
So kind of the future is shake and bake. All right. So you've heard Mac talk about it. You've heard me talk about it. The shape that shake and bake is in now, right? So we're on the stock ECU and we're on a torque converter that's not really at the stall we want it to be. So the plan from here is Mac and Dave are still working with Big 3 Racing to get the Holly and the Gateway fixed. Not only that, we're eventually going to get the torque converter put in. And once we get the torque converter in and the Holly fixed up, then we'll be 100%. So when that's going to happen is down the road. So I've took up way too much of Mac's time to get shake and bake ready for race week. Is that you, Jay? I can hear you now. I was wondering where all that noise was coming from. I'm like, TJ, what are you guys doing back there?
What's up, cousin? Yeah.
You know what? Let me add you in here, Jay. Hang on. I don't think YouTube can hear you. Hang on one sec.
Hey, Nick. It's terrifying. It's freaking terrifying, man. Yeah. It's crazy because that's exactly what the caliber ran. It was a 1082. It was 1082 at 132, I believe. Yep. Yep. You can go watch you can go watch the channel. I think it was 1082 at 132. That video's up there.
Hopefully you guys can hear Jay now.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, on the front. Yeah, it does. Now, to be fair, Jay, we were running slicks on the front, and I don't know if you know
Hey,
front wheel drive drag racing, but they had
Jay, they
like
still can't.
6
They still
psi.
can't hear you, buddy. I'm not sure what's happening, but it's like we're laughing, we're talking and laughing, and everybody's like, "I can't hear you. I can't hear him." We're just
We're over here
talking back
talking to
and forth.
ghosts.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know why it's not putting you in there. You're gonna have to type it in the chat because yeah, for some reason your audio is not coming through, Jay. There you go, Jay. You're gonna have to chat, Jay. Sorry, man. I don't know why it's not putting your audio. I added you in there. I don't know why it's not adding your audio in there, but we're just gonna go back to this. And Jay, you're just gonna have to chat for tonight, buddy. He is. Jay breaks everything. That's foul, Mac. That's foul. Party foul. Hey, that's the way you learn, breaking things, right? My wife told me that her two sisters, and her brother used to play Can't Touch the Floor, and you had to jump around on everything, and they were like breaking lamps and all kinds of stuff, all kinds of stuff. So hey, you got to learn to break. You break stuff to learn. Okay, that's not going to work next time. So we'll put the lamp back together and figure out another way to jump around. So sometimes it's the hard way to learn and the expensive way to learn in this hobby, but that's the way you learn. But yeah, I'm gonna beat Mac up to get the Holly in there and get the torque converter in there when we get a chance, and we'll see what the car does then. Do some comparing and contrasting, and I'm not gonna blast anybody. I know Mac will, but everyone pretty much knows already where that torque converter came from. Yeah, we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing, and hopefully this fall we hit 1.8, get kicked out, and then we'll turn it down and run 9s from there.
Yes, sir. That Holly's going to be a game changer.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the game changer.
Yep.
Because then I don't have to worry about the boost cutoff or anything like that, and then we can put every safety under the sun in there to where I don't really have, which I normally don't pay attention to much of anything other than driving, which Mac and everybody in my chat gets mad at me about. But hey, I'm out there. I'm laser focused. So, and then the logging's much better with Holly. Just everything is just better with Holly.
Yeah.
And then I'll just swap to the stock ECU, run it through the ODB2 emissions check, pass that, and then I'm good to go.
Yeah, we don't have emissions in Alabama. We don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, I know. I wish I didn't have to, but for now,
we can drive a lawnmower to work.
Yeah. For now, unfortunately, I have to worry about emissions and emissions, but it's simple. You just disconnect the gateway hook up in the ECU and test it, and then drive 5 feet, rehook up the rehook up the gateway, and on we go.
Oh yeah. Don, I wanted to ask you, what kind of transmission are you running?
So right now I have a HP 90, which is in the Hellcats. It actually came out of a Red Eye, which I don't think there's anything different between those two. And then I had it sent out to Sipple Speed and Performance to get built.
Yeah. So ever since, we lost the transfer case, like we believe it's the clutches slipping, and we lost all-wheel drive on the Jeep, I've been doing a little bit of research, and I've seen Sipples come up, and they offer the transfer cases and all that. So I've been kind of looking into that. But...
Go Pure.
Okay.
Talk to Pure Drivetrain Solutions. I don't know if they have what you're looking for.
Okay.
So I went out on a limb. I don't know who else was in here. So I kind of went out on a limb going with Sipple because there were some past issues with some guys in our chat, but they were the only one responsive to me and said, yeah, we'll have it to you, in time for Rocky Mountain Race Week. So that's kind of pushed me in their direction. But if I had to do all over again, I would have reached back out to Pure again, though they didn't respond to my first email. I would have reached back out to them again and said, hey, can you get it to me? But yeah, check out Pure and see if they have what you need, or they can build what you need. I'd feel more comfortable sending it to them than Sipple.
Okay, sweet. Thank you.
But my transmission held up, so I'm happy with I'm happy with that. It's just we didn't get the torque converter that we thought we were going to get.
Yeah.
So for the 14 people that are on here now, where the torque converter 100% came from. Max asking what part of Alabama? Oh, you came back Birmingham.
Yeah, Birmingham.
I get lost in the chat.
We're about 25 miles north of Birmingham.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Just a lot easier to say Birmingham.
Yep. So we were both born in Birmingham.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, sweet. To Ruben, Mac already answered it, but yeah, we did get 9s with the 5.7 before it tore up, and then we did run a 997 with the 6.4, but we all know there's a lot left on the table that we're not getting to yet. So I may take it out. This weekend to the track just to kind of give it a comparison, especially from a DA perspective. Like I said, 2,500 is usually a bad day for us. Where 4,000, you don't see that. You don't see that here. I'm not sure what you guys get in Alabama, but yeah, 2,500, 2,600. I mean, we get some 3,000 days, but those are few and far between. Eric, yeah, we did solid. The car was phenomenal. I was a little sketchy having to, to tow the trailer full of fuel and tires and everything else that we put in that trailer. I was like, plus it's a built trans. Do I really want to do this to a new transmission?
Yes.
But, yes, we did.
Yes.
And she handled it like a champ. And you can see some of the rollers. Thank you to TJ and Cody for sending me those rollers. Those were great. And thank you for putting us in your videos.
Yeah.
And hopefully me putting you out there and here in the chat get you guys a few more folks watching your channel. And I think what you're doing with the caliper is definitely different, right? You don't see it, you don't hear it, you don't see anything on YouTube.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of Dodge loyalists out there that are on the different channels and things like that. So hopefully you guys get a boost from this. And
If
Jay,
you
hopefully
guys wanna see-
you get another boost from doing all this stuff too.
Yep.
But
If you guys want to see two idiots in Alabama working on a stupid car,
Here
come
we
on
are.
over.
I do got to go back and watch some of your nuts videos. I
Yeah,
watched the
yeah.
Rocky Mountain Race Week stuff. I hadn't got to the point of watching some of the older stuff, but I'm definitely going to go back and watch some of that stuff because you guys are crazy. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, that's the word. Yep.
Yeah.
And my wife said, if you have any problems out there, you just tell those Alabama boys; they'll take care of it.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
No questions asked.
Nope.
Don't play around.
Nope.
Yeah, Mac, that's my fear too, is going over 150, because once you go over 150 trap speed, then you need all the safety stuff too. So yeah, it's gonna be close getting that 8 before we go 150. Or do we go 8s first, or do we go 150 first? It'll be interesting to see. You may be able to get away with it at Capitol, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm gonna try and go out maybe Friday night if it doesn't rain, just to give her the beans and see what happens. What else we got in the chat here? Full bolt-on RT pushing 415. That's pretty good. That's pretty good numbers right there. Timothy, Rusty Nuts needs penetrating oil. Yeah, we got some crazy folks, and really the people that normally chat are like the hardcore guys that are here every week, and we're just yapping it up back and forth. It's always a good time. Yeah, it's always a good time. And feel free to poke back. Don't hold back on me. Like I said, these guys can dish it out and they can take it too.
Oh yeah. You're not gonna hurt our feelings.
No.
And you're not gonna hurt anybody here.
No.
And you know what? If you do, they can just leave.
Get out.
Yeah, just if you don't like what we're doing, you don't have to watch.
That's right.
Max says we'll do a rental, no cage needed. That is true. Jay said, I just read it too.
You're right, Jay. You're right. The only feeling is I got love, man. That's the only one.
There you go. Let's see, Jack.
There's our buddy
Mac.
Nick.
It's G35 sedan. All right, Mac. All right, buddy.
If you see this guy in the chat, wide open throttle C6, that's our boy Nick. He rides with us everywhere.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm guessing
Hey, Nick.
he's a Corvette guy.
Yes,
He
sir.
is.
Absolutely.
Beautiful Corvette. He's also got a
Yeah, you can hang out if you want to. It's okay. We'll let you slide.
You know, when the Caliber ran its fastest pass ever, he was in the C6 next to me. So if you go watch the video of the 10-second pass, that's him.
Oh,
in the
all
next lane. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I got to go back and watch some of the old stuff.
Jay would like him. He's a stick shift guy.
He is a stick shift guy.
Oh, nice. Nice. Brandon, pure is better than simple. You know, that's a loaded question, but like I said, I would have went with pure if they would have been more responsive in the beginning. That's all I'm going to say. But his transmission did hold up all week, and pulling a trailer and racing, 4 days in a row. So, yeah.
1,600 horsepower.
Let's see. Yeah, Mac wants me to go for 4L80.
Oh, man.
If this transmission goes, to go 4L80 and put in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon, I get you. If you're doing the work yourself, you could probably get it for 8-9K. Yeah, it's tough. I'm on the fence, but like I said, I probably would have went with Pure, but just go with your gut, Brandon, and go with your gut feeling. That's the way I go. And the guys hate it sometimes in the chat. They're like, Don, what'd you do that for? I said, I'm just going with my gut, and it hasn't necessarily done me wrong yet. But we'll see. Hard Rock, thanks, buddy. I appreciate the support, man. That's awesome. You guys are crazy with the super chats, man. Let's see, Mike and I don't think. Oh God, name escaped me right now, but they both gave $50 to the cause for Rocky Mountain Race Week. One was like, go get some steak,
man.
and the other one was like, here's for some E85 to get you around.
Definitely went to good use. I'll
Heck
say that.
yeah.
These guys are awesome, man. They kill me with the. You never really know how to properly say you appreciate, someone giving you 10, 15, 20, 30, whatever the super chat is. Even if it's $5, it's like, I'm so humbled. I don't know what you don't know what to say,
Right.
Those are true car people, though. Like,
absolutely.
Literally supporting the sport. Yeah.
Yeah. Mike said gas money.
Always need gas money.
She definitely takes a lot more gas now than when she was a 5.7.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of amazing how much more she sucks up now than she did before.
Yep. So Cody's Jeep has the 6.4 and it weighs 1 billion pounds.
Yeah. 5,500.
Yeah. Mine's like
running
4340 with me in it. And then you got the trailer behind it. It's got
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
400,
Those
500,
U-Hauls
600 pounds
like,
behind it. And
yeah.
the other stuff we had in the car, let alone me and Jay. So yeah, it was pulling some serious weight, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, you ain't kidding.
Mike, I'm getting misty eyed. Yeah, man, it's golly, you never know, how much appreciation can you show by speaking? But yeah, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome.
Jay.
I didn't make fun of your weight. I just said me and you were in the car along with the trailer and all of the other stuff we have in the car. I wasn't making fun of your weight. But if you want me to, I will. I mean, I'm not above doing it. Jay, try and cover up now.
One of my favorite parts was seeing Jay hanging out the sunroof recording.
I know.
What's up, dude?
We were in the car and he was like, I know this is dangerous, but I'm doing it. Open the sunroof.
Open the pod bay doors.
Jay, what was it? The first time or the second time? I can't remember. He had his he had his hat on. He's like, whoa. He had to grab his hat, sticking his head out. Fox's Racing, thanks, buddy. I appreciate the support, man. I try and put out decent content, but it is what it is. I get a lot of people like, why don't you script your stuff? Why aren't you more professional? I'm like, I'm never gonna do that. If you want scripted stuff, go watch somebody else.
Yeah.
You're gonna get my you're gonna get my butts, and you're gonna get my pauses.
Right.
Sometimes I'll cut some of that stuff out, but it's just me. If you don't like me, then don't watch me. I don't really care. You're not going to hurt my feelings by not watching because I'm not going to know if you're watching or not. So I don't really care. It's not like I get a notice that, Schmuckatelli's not watching my channel anymore. Yeah, it is what it is. Fox's racing. Calm down, Jay. You're not fat. You're not fat, Jay. If anybody's got a gut, it's me. I just hide it well. That's why I buy XXX t-shirts. I gotta hide that gut. Yeah, I got you, Mac. The best part was the end. knowing that the car made it. And that was my entire goal. I know Jay got a little competitive once we got into, oh wait, we can be competitive and finish. I was like, I just want to finish. That was my entire goal. Finish, come home, and the car's still running. Matter of fact, I went and saw Stark's Performance Maintenance in their new shop in Annapolis today. So I got the car back out again and drove. I wanted to wait till at least 11 or 12 so I didn't wake up the neighborhood on the way out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mac, we got to talk about the dumps, man. I'm not sure if I can keep them bad boys on there, and then trying to go, if I go to Cecil, I got to leave here at 6:30 to get there around 8 or a little earlier. I like to get there like before the gates open, get in line, get in, get settled down, let the car cool down, and then make runs. So I usually leave here pretty early, and you guys heard it. It's freaking super loud. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, every time we went up under a underpass or bridge or something, we could just hear it behind. Just
you should be inside the car with cotton and headphones. It's still ridiculous.
We just had to turn the radio up a little bit louder.
And I'll tell you about finishing too. There were out of 250 or 300 that started.
Yeah,
there were like 50 something cars that did not finish.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, finishing is a trophy in itself.
Right.
Period.
Right.
Yep.
Getting that what is it? Badass streetcar sticker.
Yep.
The
certified streetcar. I know dumps for power, Mac, but I have to balance power with my neighbors knocking on my door at 6 o'clock in the morning. Like, shut that thing off. But no, my neighbors are really cool. The guy across the street, Ernie, he's an older fella. He's a car guy. He's a retired. I can't remember if he retired from the Navy. I think he retired from the Navy. Navy guy. So he's cool. He's like, yeah, do whatever you want. And my other neighbor on this side, she's like, yeah, do whatever you want. When I first went long tube headers, and I started up, I'm like, oh my God, this thing's loud. Back then it was loud. Now it's quiet. But I'm like, oh, my neighbor's gonna kill me. So I come back, and after a couple days, I catch her outside, and I said, hey, CC, if the car's too loud, let me know, and I'll make some changes, to calm it down. And she's like, nah, don't worry about it. I like it. At that time, I was leaving 5:30 to go to work. And she's like, yeah, you're like my second alarm clock. So if I sleep through my first one, you wake me up when you go to work.
Yeah.
So she's pretty cool too, but I just, you never want to push it too far.
Right.
Yeah, I do need a truck and trailer. There's no doubt about it. That may be something in the off season. And Jay and I talked about it too. It's like, I just find a roller with a good trans, throw get a roller for $2-3 grand, go get a 6.4 for $3 grand, drop in there, and boom. I got a 6.4 Ram that I can tow the car with. Yep. So that may be something I do in the off season. We'll see.
That's mainly what we use the Jeep for, is hauling.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
But we got it out there on race week, and it was actually competitive in the
crazy.
13.0 class.
I got you, Mac, but I am in a much more residential area, I think. Well, I'm not sure where you live now, but I've got a lot of people that live around me that are pretty close. Brandon, car's been down for over 2 months. Man, when my car was down for over a month, I was chomping at the bit to get the car back and get it running. Got to spend more money. I can do loud valves on the full exhaust for daily use. We may look into that, doing some dumps. I got you back. I hear you, Timothy. Yeah, Eric, I think something like an active exhaust or just dumps that I can control electronic, I think will be great. That's cool, Fox. Like I said, I haven't had anyone come up and say anything, Don, your car's too loud, you need to do something about it. But you never want to get to that point to where a neighbor has to come over and tell you, you know. That's just me. Other people will push it to the limit until the neighbor says your car's too loud, but that's just me. Yeah, Eric, Jay and I talked about it several times, so that may be something I do. Hard Rock, my 5.7 shaker woke the neighbor's dog. Now I'm trying to put it here into labor. I hear you. Mac is an awesome engine builder, and the last week is proof of that. Because we literally had 0 break-in miles. What we did is after we got everything together, Mac went out, did a few revs up to 4,000 on the street, right? Ran it up to 4,000, let it come down. Ran it to 4,000, let it come down. Then I think he did a 5,000 and let it come down. I think there was 3 pulls you did, Mac. And then we went to the dyno right after that. It was like from that to the dyno. Or no, he drove it. He drove it for about 30 minutes. He went to like Waffle House or something, got something to eat. Came back. We put it on the dyno. The next day, we took it to the track. We did 3 8-mile pulls. So it was probably 30 miles, 35 miles, maybe a little longer to the track. So we might have had 120, 130 miles, if that, when we packed it up and took it out there. So people talk about break-in mileage. If the engine's built right, you might not have to do that break-in stuff. And, you know, maybe the manufacturers are scared of doing that, especially like the demons and stuff. Oh, you got to do 1,500 miles or 500 miles or whatever.
Yep.
Max said he had people that loved him 3 a.m. starts. Yeah, I know you do work some crazy hours, that's for sure. All right, we got about 3 minutes. I see everyone going back and forth in the chat, which is great. I'd rather have loud cars than speaker systems. Yeah, I kind of agree with you there. I got to agree with you. Yeah, and the first pull was $9.91. This is what I do. I go back and forth in the chat. It's like I see something shiny. Here's a shiny thing.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Yeah, exactly. I need to go fund me for my race car build. I hear you. No doubt about it. Hard Rock, what's the maintenance list? You know, about the same as the last one. Looking at every 1,500 to 3,000 miles, doing oil changes and Pro Charger oil changes. I like to keep them at the same time, so I don't have to worry about doing stuff off kilter all the time. But really, you know, that's all I normally do. You know, the trans is what the trans is. You're not supposed to change that stuff really at all for the most part. But other than changing my oil every 1,500, 3,000 miles, swapping out, I run straight water with some water wetter during the summer. And then I drain all that out, put in antifreeze in the winter so stuff don't freeze. And then I swap back, in the summer once it gets warm enough. So really just typical maintenance. I'm back. Orange car we driven up and down the street. That's what he did with mine. Drove it up and down the street. And he's going to run it to 7,500. That's funny. All right, folks, we're coming up on 10 o'clock, and y'all know I love to cut this off in an hour. And I know some of you guys hate it that I cut off at an hour. But, it's just something I like to do. Cut it off in an hour. That way we're not here for 2 or 3 hours, because we could be out here for 2 or 3 hours. Just chat. We got to save some stuff for next week.
That's right.
But TJ, Cody, again, man, it was awesome meeting you guys. Awesome that you guys, hunted us down, and, we hooked up and drove all over the place together. And it was just a great time, man. And I really appreciate you guys. So I'll let you give any parting comments you two want to put out, and then we'll call it a night.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know if I have a lot to say besides, these guys are awesome, both Don and Jay. Yeah. The whole week we hung out with these guys, no complaints, instant family.
Stop.
Great cars.
APG.
Great cars.
APG is the other one. I was thinking, and then he popped in, he said good night.
There you go.
APG is the other guy that gave the $50. I was like, it's killing me. I can't remember who.
Shout out to APG.
Names escape me, man. I can't remember. I got CRS disease. Can't remember shit. So, APG,
thing.
I apologize for not remembering you. The only reason I remembered Mike is because he was in the chat. But you two guys, I definitely appreciate it. All right, back over to you, TJ. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying, locked in family. This is what it's all about. We get out there. These are real car guys. They're actually working. They're driving. They're racing. They're all about cars. This is not a front. This is real car guy stuff. Friendly guys, family. I can't say enough good things about them. And I'd come back anytime for a live stream. We can hang out, talk for 8 hours if you guys want to. We'll be here, man.
We may do that one time. Is just do just come in at like maybe, because you guys are an hour behind, maybe around the same time, 7, 8 o'clock.
Sure. Whenever, man.
And just do a open live stream, and I can try and get maybe Mac and Jay. I can pull in, I think, like five or six people, and we could just sit here and just, chew the fat.
We could chit chat. Yeah. All night.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys, I appreciate you 100% again. And yeah, we'll definitely hook up again, and maybe I'll make a trip down to Alabama and we'll go to the racetrack together.
Come on down, brother.
I think that'd be a good time.
Oh yeah.
But that's going to do it for this one, folks. Again, I appreciate y'all chiming in. Appreciate the support. And we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
See ya.
Bye, guys.